He is the quarterback for the regular season champion Albany Empire, the top seed in the NAL playoffs. You know him as Sam Castranova, but the last time we spoke, we talked about nicknames. Sam, you have your own nickname, is the rumor out there now.
Well, Supernova I wasn't the biggest fan of. As you know, Castranova is a little bit Italian, so since all these guys are coming up with their own nicknames these days, I figured I'd throw mine out there.
Is that the Italian stallion? Is that what we see here on our visual side?
Of course.
I promise you, there is no doubt that in the upcoming broadcast on YouTube, you will be referenced as the Italian stallion more than once during the broadcast.
Beautiful.
All right.
Beautiful.
All right. So let's talk about the wrap of the regular season. You guys at the top seed. What does it mean to be the top seed, that accomplishment of being a regular season champion heading into the postseason?
I mean, first of all, it's huge just to have us get confidence going into the playoffs. I mean, to be the number one seed, to go into the playoffs on a 4-game win streak. I think Coach always says that he wants us to be playing our best ball in July and August, and I think we're doing that right now. So, number one, it's confidence, and number two, home field advantage throughout the playoffs. You can't speak to how big that is for these next couple games.
Your style of play, it feels like it's evolved all season long, and in particular, the running plays, getting into the end zone. The stats are all across the board: rushing leader, touchdowns. When did that change, or did it ever change where they thought, okay, like, Coach, I can do this. Like, I can make plays both with my arm and with my feet?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it ever changed. I just think that they saw the more and more that they went to me with some of those calls and some of the scrambles, the more and more it kind of works. So if it's the old saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we just kept going with it.
There's one play in particular at the goal line. We've called it the power option on the broadcast, where you get it under center. You either get Calvin Fantz out in front. I don't think you're ever considering pitching it back to somebody, but that seems to be the bread and butter. What is that play called? Is it the power option? Is there another name to it?
Yeah, it's this QB sweep to the boundary. So whenever we see kind of a bigger guy that's at that end that we know we can kind of seal, I got a little play call that I shout out to my lineman, and even in San Antonio, we actually audibled to it. We had a different play call. I came under center. I said the word, and then we ran the sweep to the boundary, and it seems to work. I mean, it's just effective because with me running, it gives us an extra blocker, and the fullback's done such a good job on that play, and Lou and Love and all those guys playing guard and tight end, they've done such a good job, and it's like half the time I'm getting in there untouched or barely touched at all. So it's been a huge advantage for us down in the red zone, especially inside the 5.
One of the big advantages you guys have had, especially in home games, is that those games have been so tight in the first half. In the second half in particular, you and your offensive teammates seem to show out, especially in that third and that fourth quarter. Take us into the locker room at a halftime. Is it Coach Ware? Is it you? Is it Darius Prince? We know he likes to talk a little bit. Shout out to DP. What happens in that halftime locker room that you guys have found success to really take over games in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think we've been doing well, but I think it's how good our defense is playing in the second half that's making us look better, because it's arena football. There's going to be a lot of points scored, but in the second half, our defense is really cracking down and giving up 2 or 3 scores, and we're scoring every drive. So it's just making us look better.
Let's break down Jacksonville, a former teammate now on the Sharks. So many different storylines there, but we're going to focus on the defense. When you scout out that Shark defense, what stands out to you?
Number 10, the guy that plays in the middle, I think his name is Marcus Smith. He's a good player. They play a lot of man coverage, so they put a lot on his shoulders. So he's a great player. They fly around on defense. They like to get after the quarterback. So we're excited to play them for a third time. They got half of their team's different now. So we've been watching a lot of film this week, and we're just excited for the opportunity.
That playoff atmosphere, that feel. Take us through practice this week. A little thumps, a little harder. The breaks in the huddle a little bit louder. What's that feel been like in practice?
Yeah, no, Coach doesn't really let them hit me very much, but practice definitely had a little bit extra intensity to it. You can feel it. We know what we've been trying to get to all year, and we can feel us kind of starting to get closer to it. So we're just a little bit extra level of focus and just trying to get better every day.
For the Albany Empire fans that have been there all season long, we appreciate the support, but there's going to be maybe a whole new group of Capital Region sports fans who this Saturday might come out and watch you guys play for the first time come playoff time. Give them a reason for the 518 for upstate New York to come out and watch you guys take on the Jacksonville Sharks this Saturday night.
Come on out Saturday night. I mean, we'd love to have you. We got a great atmosphere here. Our owners and Jeff and Matt and all them do a great job putting on a great family environment. And we love to have you as we can. It's Shark Week, so we're hoping to take down the Sharks.
The social media post by the Empire Squad. Shout out to everybody doing that. It's looked great. He is now known as the Italian Stallion, Sam Castranova. Sam, I appreciate the time during the playoff week. Thank you so much. Best of luck this Saturday. Looking forward to connecting again real soon.
Yes, sir. Sounds good. Thanks for having me.